Center from North Carolina, number 30, Rasheed Wallace. At guard from Kentucky, number 9, Rajon Rondo. At guard from Connecticut, number 20, Ray Allen. At forward from Farragut Academy High School, number 5, Kevin Garnett. And at forward from Kansas, number 34, Paul Pierce. The head coach for the Celtics, Doc Rivers. The starting lineup for the Western Conference champions, your Los Angeles Lakers. At forward, 6'7" from St. John's, number 37, Ron Artest. The other forward, 7 feet from Spain, number 16, Pau Gasol. At center, 7 feet from St. Joseph's High School, number 17, Andrew Lionel. At guard, 6'1" from Arkansas Little Rock, number 2, Gary Fisher. And the other guard, 6'6" from Lower Merion High School, number 24, Kobe Bryant. The head coach of the Lakers, Phil Jackson. Ladies and gentlemen, the deciding Game 7 is coming up next.
And so it continues. You've lived your life for this one moment. A chance to march into the pantheon of greatness, where a legacy of champions awaits.
This NBA Finals. And I'm guaranteeing everybody here, next year we're going to win it again. Tonight, the real season begins.
Don't ever underestimate the heart of a champion.
It's 89-84. Sixers are making inside.
I want to tell you something. Somebody up there is on our side.
Now it's on the floor.
Staples Center is packed and ready for the most dramatic event in professional sports. A Game 7 in the championship round. Kobe Bryant and the defending champion Lakers looking for the repeat. A chance to clinch back-to-back titles on their home floor. Meanwhile, for Boston, Paul Pierce and the Celtics hoping for one more gritty performance to give their fans yet the ultimate prize once again. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Game 7 of the NBA Finals. Along with Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy, Mike Breen on hand, Doris Burke with us as well. Couldn't ask for a better ending. How fitting, the two most storied and successful franchises in NBA history. Two hated rivals getting together one more time, one game, to decide who will be the champion. And Jeff, at this stage, these teams know each other so well, it's no longer about X's and O's and adjustments.
Well, after the first few games of any series, it's not about tactical adjustments anymore. It's about an effort adjustment. And the Lakers made that effort adjustment in Game 6. They dominated the board, they dominated the paint, and they were on every loose ball. You look at the rebounding advantage. The winner in each game has out-rebounded his opponent. I don't think it'll be any different here tonight.
And they were so impressive in Game 6. Meanwhile, Mark, it's always fascinating to see with the NBA's brightest lights on here who will face the pressure and play well. Now, obviously, it's got to be a team effort, but are there any particular players who are vital for their team to win tonight?
Well, absolutely. We expect to see Kobe Bryant being spectacular, but the Lakers are at their best when he gets help, and that help, point the finger at Pau Gasol. They need him to defend, to score, and then to rebound. When he plays well, they are awfully, awfully tough to beat. For the Celtics, it's the same exact thing. We expect Paul Pierce to be a force on the offensive end, but he needs help from his leaders. Rondo on the offensive end, being the maestro and being aggressive, taking what the Lakers give him. And defensively, the anchor, the leader, Kevin Garnett, playing with force, being a presence, and then giving them something on the offensive post.
The Celtics and the Lakers, over the years, so many great names, so many great memories in this incredible rivalry. And we get another Game 7 coming up. This presentation of the NBA Finals on ABC will continue after this message and a word from our ABC station.
$114th game this year. Probably had as many practices, if not more, right? You know what you have to do out there. You go out there and beat this team to the ball.
Would say, get the ball, don't give up the ball, be an agitator, don't be a retaliator, be the agitator and hit first. Kendrick Perkins would say, I love you.
Don't stand and watch this game. No time for spectating.
You know, in 20 years from now, we're going to come back and we're going to have this reunion party. And when we shake hands, let's make sure our rings touch.
It's a moment and a game that kids dream about as they're growing up, learning the game of basketball. We're set for Game 7, Spanish language version of today's game presented by ESPN Deportes. Use the SAB button on your television. One final game. As you see Rasheed Wallace in the opening tip for Boston. Wallace is the starting center. Kendrick Perkins tearing up his knee in Game 6 and will not play. Bynum gets inside. This is his first. Gasol's tip won't go. Battle for the ball. And the Lakers will have it. Our officials for tonight, Joe Crawford, Dan Crawford, and Scott Foster. For Joe Crawford, it's his third Game 7 of an NBA Finals. Did it 205 and did it 94. Bynum guarded by Wallace. How will Bynum's knee hold up? Another key question. Ball poked away, picked up by Pierce. Celtics trying to bounce back from a poor performance. Completely outplayed in Game 6, scored just 67 points, shot just 33% from the field as Fisher deflects it off of Rondo's leg. Good defense from LA. Perkins can only watch, and you have to feel for that young man. So difficult come this far. In the Game 7, he has to sit it out.
Well, it's tough to watch. You appreciate everything that he does on the basketball floor and as a professional. I'm sure the Lakers appreciate it also. Got to give him a lot of credit, and it's certainly sad to see him on the side.
Artest, who had a good game in Game 6, misses that. Gasol already. Another second shot opportunity. Fisher hits the three.
Both possessions, LA's got multiple attempts at the basket. The Celtics are going to have to find a way to rebound the ball as Gasol's called for a block.
Believe it or not, that Fisher three was his first of the finals. Was 0 for 8 prior to nailing that one. We've certainly seen him make huge threes during the course of his terrific career.
But when you're going up against a team that has a length advantage over you, you've got to gang rebound. You've got to have people coming to the ball. And the Celtics in that previous possession didn't have it.
Wallace, a very good post-up player. So much of his offense comes from the three-point land now, but he's very adept down low.
Well, here's a guy that was one of the best power forwards in basketball for 10 years. Spurs. And I like what both teams are doing, trying to get the other guys involved offensively. You know your stars are going to get it going. You want to get a rhythm for the other guys.
Wallace has finals experience, certainly, with Detroit in 04 and 05. Gasol off balance, can't get it to go. Ball taken by Bynum. Knocked away, Bynum gets it back. They let him play early, blocked by Wallace. And Gasol with an excellent second effort. The big guys battling down low to start.
If you're the Celtics, you got to understand it's not about Garnett and Wallace. It's about gang rebounding. You need 5 guys dedicated and determined to get into the paint and come up with the rebound.
They were crushed on the boards early in Game 6 as Wallace banks it in. Wallace started 13 games during the regular season. He's come off the bench in every playoff game. He did not have a good regular season in his first year with Boston, but he's had some excellent moments in the playoffs. Ray Allen on Bryant. Gasol left open. More second chance opportunities, a foul. And Gasol will go to the rebound. Already the Lakers dominant on the glass at 6-1 edge early.
This is Lakers just length and also athleticism, but give them credit. They're quicker to the basketball. If you're dressed in green, you got to find a way to get in there, put a body on somebody, and come up with the rebound.
If you saw that last replay, Ray Allen, as the skirmish was happening in the paint, he's hanging out at the top of the key on the free throw line. That's not good enough. Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, and Rondo are going to have good rebounding nights because Rasheed Wallace is a better defender than he is a rebounder. Garnett's going up against a guy who's 7 foot as well. So the perimeter players are going to have to do their job.
Gasol already with 5 rebounds as he misses the free throw. He had more rebounds in the first quarter than the entire Celtic team in Game 6. He's off to another strong start.
And Kobe Bryant had 11. He knew the importance of the game and of the importance of a rebounding factor as Garnett scores on a good feed.
Nice pass from Rondo. Celtics have hit their first 3 shots from the field after that dismal shooting performance in Game 6. Right down to Bynum. Bynum right now is too tall. And the length of the Lakers was a big point coming into the series. And right now the Lakers by 1.
That's good offense by the Lakers. You can tell that the Celtics' mindset is to try to put 1.5, 2 guys on Bryant early on, not allowing him to catch fire.
Wallace will try from outside this time. And Rondo called for a reach-in foul. And let's send it over to Doris Burke for the first time tonight. Hey, Doris.
Hey, Mike. Phil Jackson was asked about Andrew Bynum's status in the pregame press conference. He said Gary Vitti and the Lakers training staff said no more than 10 minutes per half for Andrew Bynum. The only thing that would change that is if he tweaks his knee and it ends up being less minutes. But obviously, Mike, he looks good to start.
Ray Allen all over Bryant. Good defense there. Ball tipped. Rondo able to come away with it, but lost it. Picked up by Bryant. Hard drive to the basket. Knocked away. Boy, they're letting him play early. Bryant tripped up on a loose ball. Celtic ball. Not a lot of whistles in the early going.
You can let him play, but at some point, that's an obvious foul. And the guy loses control, gets into the seams. That's a good no call right there, but coming up with the loose ball. Rasheed Wallace grabs the right arm. Bryant goes down. That's a clear foul.
Pierce trying to go against Artest. Pierce didn't have a free throw in Game 6, so unusual. Rondo inside and gets the banker. Good ball movement from Boston.
Putting Rondo on the baseline is that pick and roll action, so he's not having to take jump shots.
Garnett on Gasol. Fisher left open. That 2-pointer won't go. And Wallace fumbles a bit, but comes up with the board. fight. Phil Jackson said that's the #1 key for them coming into Game 7.
And the only way you can do that is to get stops, clean rebounds, like they just did. So the rebounding is important to slow down the Laker offense, but also to ignite their fast break offense.
The other part of that is adding the Lakers not being committed to running back, allowing him to dribble down the court.
Allen again, good defense on Bryant. Double team by Pierce. Has to fire away. It's the side of the backboard. Boy, Ray Allen, excellent job there. And Pierce timed the help perfectly.
Well, you see the mindset of the Celtics. They're not allowing Bryant to take over this game early on. That's just a reckless one-on-one play by Bryant. When help comes, you've done your job. Get rid of the basketball. Here, Ron Artest on the perimeter. Give it up and trust him to make a shot.
Someone said that would be the key for their victory. Defensively, as Pierce misses his shot, had a good look. The Celtics have taken just 7 shots compared to 15 already for the Lakers, but they've missed 12 of those 15. And getting a number of offensive rebounds. Gasol, nice fake. Pretty ball from the 7-footer.
But you also saw the difference. Bryant took the double team of Garnett and Allen, got rid of the basketball, and Gasol made the play.
Garnett doesn't find him off the dribble. Had a better shot when he first caught it. Goes out of bounds off the air ball, much to the delight of the Laker fans. It's been so much fun in each arena. The Celtic fans hate the Lakers, and the Laker fans hate the Celtics. A good heated rivalry, the best in the game. Gasol inside, aggressive move, blocked from behind, and a jump ball. Again, the help defense. Garnett got a piece of it, and those two will jump it up. As we're already past the midway point of the first.
Talk about being a presence. Garnett, Rasheed Wallace giving up offensive boards. But here you see the both big guys contest the shot, not allowing Pau Gasol to get an uncontested layup. This is Game 7. It's time to do it or go home.
Able to come over and throws it to Rondo. Rondo the layup. He banks it in. Shot it down. Wow. It's the 5th time that the Celtics and Lakers have played in a Game 7 in the NBA Finals as Boston with the early lead. Tommy Heinsohn one time had 37 points and 23 rebounds. That was Game 7, 1957. Celtics beat the St. Louis Hawks. Cedric Maxwell now doing radio. Had that great 24-point game against the Lakers in '84. They shined in Game 7. There's Rondo. Gets inside again. Can't finish. Overall, this is the 17th time in NBA history that the Finals has gone to a Game 7. The home team has won 13 of the first 16. Artest. Another offensive rebound. Bynum had it, lost it. Bryant gets it back. Tough shot. In and out. Already 9 offensive rebounds for the Los Angeles Lakers. Incredible. Garnett. And even though Bynum can't move like he used to, well, certainly with the knee injury, just his presence out there, Jeff, makes a huge difference. And we have a foul.
Exactly. The length is right now overwhelming the Celtics. This, even though they lead on the scoreboard as Glenn Davis comes to the game, this won't hold up. You continue to get pounded like they're getting pounded on the board, you're not going to have a chance.
And now you take Rasheed Wallace out. 1 foul on Wallace. Glenn Davis, who they list as 6'9". You're not 6'9". Now he has to guard Bynum. Garnett stays on Gasol. Bryant again. Triple team. Kicks it out. Extra pass to Fisher. The runner. Darren Fisher with a couple of buckets. And the Lakers back up by 1.
I'm going to tell you what's going to be important for the Lakers offensively. Ron Artest has got to be ready to catch the basketball and be aggressive. But Paul Pierce is totally ignored.
Ray Allen knocks down the three. Allen in game 2 had that NBA Finals record with 8 threes. He regained his stroke after a struggle in games 3, 4, and 5. Shot the ball well in game 6. Artest lost it off the dribble. Here's where the Celtics, that's when they're at their best forcing turnovers, but they can't hold on. They had possession, so the shot clock was reset. Gasol a huge height advantage on Davis. Pierce trying to help. Now they isolate. Gasol blocked. Garnett got a piece of it. Beautiful help defense there.
The initial defense by the Celtics has been outstanding. I love the help that Pierce is creating.
Rondo to Garnett. Perfect pass. And Boston up by 4.
A lot of good things have happened this entire series for the Celtics when they've gone in the pick and roll action.
Gasol inside to Kobe Bryant. Big pass from the big man. And Bryant with his first field goal. He'd been 0 for 4.
That's bad defense by the Celtics also. Recognize the action on the strong side. You've got to be ready to defend Bryant.
Crowd chanting defense. So good the other night. As Davis gets inside. Nice reverse layup. The big man showing his agility.
And if he takes that up on the strong side and doesn't use the rim for protection, that's a shot block by Pau Gasol. Great move by Davis.
Davis had the 18 points in game 4. That's the game that the Boston bench won in the 4th quarter. Bryant draws the foul, and he'll get to the line for the first time tonight. Kevin Garnett off to a good start, as are the Celtics.
Well, you're talking about game 7. You're talking about trying to take home the jewelry. Well, guess what? This is the ticket. Kevin Garnett being a force on the defensive end, altering shots, and then offensively, be ready to be aggressive and attack. Kevin Garnett dominating early, and Kendrick Perkins says, that's what I'm talking about. I'm here to cheer.
ESPN's presentation of the NBA Finals on ABC. Brought to you by Grown Ups, in theaters June 25th, rated PG-13. And the G Series. Gatorade has evolved.
It's a great American Friday on ESPN. First, the United States takes on group leader Slovenia in a crucial match as the FIFA World Cup rolls on. Then golf's toughest test continues. The U.S. Open entering its 2nd round at Pebble Beach all day Friday on ESPN. Here on a Thursday night, Paul Pierce, the Celtic captain, grew up a stone's throw away from the old LA Forum, and this game and series means so much to him.
Yeah, it's a dream come true. I mean, I thought it was, a dream to win a championship against the Lakers, but now you're talking about a scenario where I have an opportunity to win a championship against the Lakers, where it all started for me as a kid, where I started playing basketball. The problem is I dreamt that I was that Laker. Hey, but the good thing is I'm going to be on that court and, with an opportunity to raise that trophy. Even though I was a big Laker fan, that's out the window now. I'm trying to beat the Lakers.
That Laker fan has wore Celtic green his entire 12-year career. He talks about when he was a kid, he hated Danny Ainge when Ainge played for the Celtics. Ainge now the general manager and his boss with the Boston Celtics. Free throw is a problem early for LA. 1 of 4 from the free throw line. They're 6 for 22 from the field, but they're only down 3 because the rebounding. Allen won't go. And Lamar Odom, with his first minutes, gets the rebound. Odom played well in game 6, his best game of the finals.
Well, played very well, was aggressive offensively, rebounded the basketball, and made plays. That's when the Lakers are awfully tough. When Lamar Odom is facilitating.
Gasol drives. Offensive foul. Pierce draws the charge after the release. And Pau Gasol just picked up his 2nd foul.
And Pierce is doing a great job throughout the game of helping off Artest. This is well timed. Artest is going through. He reads the penetration, steps in. Great play by Pierce.
So that's where there should be some dialogue. It's been all quarter long. If you're Ron Artest, you should go up to Kobe Bryant and Gasol and say, he's not playing me. I'm going to be in the corner. Fine.
Paul Pierce with his first field goal.
And I know I've beaten the drum about this, but put Paul Pierce in pick and roll, and you will get something good.
Right now, Celtics have something good up by 5. Kobe Bryant off the mark early as Rondo gets the rebound. It's part of that gang rebounding you want to see from him, Jeff.
Well, I also think it's the best way for them to get in transition. If Rondo rebounds it, he can push it without the need of an outlet pass.
Under 2 to play here in the first. Rondo, a little ball fake inside to Davis. And again, Big Baby able to finish down low. It's a 7-point lead.
See the difference. Rondo coming off that pick and roll, not thinking about how he's being played. Exactly what Doc Rivers wants him to do. Make plays.
Good recovery. Rondo gets whacked on a screen. Fisher misses. Pearson on the rebound. Quick outlet. 3-on-2 for Boston. Rondo looking, gets inside. Nope, they wave it off. Garnett called for a moving screen. And for Kevin Garnett, that's his second foul. So 2 key players with 2 personals.
And instead of being up, I don't think that's a foul on Garnett. I thought he got away with one earlier on a Rondo fast break, but that one there, he's just running the floor. So instead of being up 9, now, with the depleted depth that they have to go right back to Rasheed Wallace.
Meanwhile, Nate Robinson comes in very early for him to give Rondo an early rest. Doc Rivers has been concerned about throughout the playoffs with all the responsibilities that Rondo has to give him early breathers, not do it in the fourth quarter. So early minutes for Robinson.
And I'm surprised that they've switched Pierce on to Kobe Bryant. I thought Pierce was doing a great job disrupting the rhythm of the Lakers by his help.
Artest gets it, and Wallace made a nice play to deflect it. Farmar on the drive. Jordan Farmar can't connect. Wallace tips it nicely to Pierce. Rasheed Wallace has played well to start. Final minute, first quarter. Robinson not paying attention. Really lost it. Artest has done an excellent job on Pierce in this series. Pierce continues looking for Davis. Davis up and under. Big Baby got hit.
And that was a very smart play by Pierce. Initially, Rasheed Wallace came to set the pick and roll, but that would have brought Lamar Odom with him. He wanted Bynum involved in the pick and roll, so he sent Rasheed Wallace away, put Bynum, who has less lateral quickness, into it. He turns the corner, he finds Davis, and Davis works his way to the free throw line.
Davis is enjoying every second of this playoff run. He was on the team in 2008 when they won the championship, but was a big player, and he says himself he didn't play a huge part in winning. He's played a huge part in these playoffs. We mentioned Game 4. He's also had other big games. He had a 23-point game in the opening round against Miami when Garnett set out because of the suspension. Had a very good game in the Orlando series. He's undersized, but nobody plays harder. And the lead is up to 8.
And I'm also watching the game within the game. Joey Crawford goes over to Doc Rivers and says, tell Kendrick Perkins to calm down. I'm not going to take him jumping up and down and talking to me the entire game. Doc Rivers goes up to Kendrick Perkins. Kendrick then stands up during the foul shot, says to Joey Crawford, I'm sorry, I apologize. I'm not going to cost my team an opportunity to be wearing the juice.
But if you've just possibly torn ligaments, you should have free reign. If you can jump with a bad knee like that, let him jump. But that green shirt's got to go.
He's a Celtic.
Well, he had to wear green.
No. Go with the green tie, Kenny.
A 13-3 run now for the Boston Celtics. It's been a 12-point turnaround. Shot clock down to 4. Bryant with 2 players on him. Bynum right there. Can't get it to go. Tipped away again by Wallace. Davis dives on the floor, trying to get rid of it, and finds Nate Robinson. Final seconds. Ray Allen fakes, fires a 3. Rushed it. And that will end the first quarter. An excellent one for the Boston Celtics. After shooting 33% from the field in Game 6, they light it up to start. 59%. Rondo leading the way with 4 assists and making things difficult for Kobe Bryant, who is just 1 of 7 from the field. First quarter complete here in Game 7. Celtics by 9.
Welcome back to Los Angeles with Boston coach Doc Rivers. You asked your guys in the pregame talk to be agitators. Evaluate that, Doc.
Well, that's what we're doing. You know, we got the guys that hit first and be aggressive. You know, not foul, just be aggressive and physical. You know, they're still hurting us on the glass, so they're doing a little bit of that. But other than that, we're getting stops and we got a good pace.
When Rajon Rondo plays well, you guys seem to win. Evaluate his start.
He's been great. He's been attacking. I thought last game he was more concerned with getting everybody else off, and I think tonight he's attacking the basket.
Doc, thanks.
Thank you.
Mike.
All right, Doris. So the Celtics win the first quarter. Whoever's won the first quarter has won all 6 previous games of these finals. In the 2010 playoffs, the first quarter winner has won 61 and 18. Incredible numbers. We talk so much about crunch time. Nice pass inside to Wallace and Stoner. But Jeff, you've always talked about, back when you were coaching, the importance of that first quarter setting the tone.
Absolutely. It's the first quarter lead as Bryant takes, I think, his second of 8 good shots. I thought he forced way too many shots in the first quarter, and particularly, Mike, taking too many dribbles to get into those bad shots.
I totally agree with you. I don't think I've seen Kobe Bryant play a worse 12 minutes of basketball than he played in that first quarter.
Davis misses. Odom the rebound. Doing the rebounding edge is what's keeping the game close. Odom blocked by Tony Allen, but a foul. Show you the versatility of Odom down at one end, being able to take the ball the length of the floor, drawing the foul.
Well, this is good basketball. He caught the ball, 2 dribbles, showed the shot, on balance, in the paint. Excellent fundamental work by Bryant. And the shots he's been shooting prior to that, those shots are losing shots. You cannot win games shooting those type of shots. Good adjustment by him to get a better quality look.
Right now, the Lakers, they just can't shoot. As Bryant will sit down. From the field, they're 25%. From the free throw line, they're 1 of 5. Odom, as we said in Game 6, 8 points, 10 rebounds. His first double-digit rebound of the finals. Also had a couple of blocked shots.
And I like what Doc Rivers is doing. Giving short rests to Rondo, short rests to Pierce. You cannot win this game, as Vujacic is called for a foul, on the road, giving too much rest to your 4-4 guys.
Celtics should take it out. Reminder on ESPN Wednesday, June 23rd, the NBA Draft Preview Show. And then on Thursday, the 24th, the 2010 NBA Draft at 7 Eastern. Rondo directing the offense well early. Pierce on the pull-up. Rondo, offensive rebound. He's one of the best rebounding point guards in the league. Paul Pierce reminds him of Jason Kidd. Rondo's jump shot won't go. Vujacic the rebound. Jordan Palmer goes underneath the screen and roll, allowing Rondo to shoot. You like the mindset. Came off aggressive, just wasn't able to knock it down. If you're the Lakers, you continue to play that way. Farmar steps up. Can't hit that. Artest the rebound. Back up and in. Another offensive rebound for the Lakers.
But as Artest is pushing him under, a perimeter player has to come in and get that rebound over the top. There's no way Pierce is going to be able to block out and rebound the ball against Artest in that position.
Lakers shooting poorly, but they have 11 offensive rebounds. That's why they're only down by 4. Back in Hollywood, where they are out in force for Game 7 of the NBA Finals at the Staples Center. Their Lakers down by 4. Some nervous fans. Ryan Seacrest sitting courtside. George Lopez, Ellen Pompeo, Dustin Hoffman, a huge basketball fan, and Coach Nicholson in his usual spot. Kobe Bryant getting the rest. A slow start, to say the least.
2 for 8. And give the Celtics credit. When he's facing multiple dribbles, they're coming with the second defender. These are too many dribbles. He's got to get into his attack earlier, because the more he pounds, the more they load. the defense up to him and forced very difficult shots. His last basket before he went to the bench was his best shot all night, catching it tighter to the lane, getting into the paint, and getting off a quality look.
And if you realize also, right after that play, Doc Rivers inserted Paul Pierce back into the ballgame because he was doing an outstanding job of playing center field and not allowing Bryant to play one-on-one.
He's trying to find Wallace. Wallace for three. Too strong. And Artest the rebound. Celtics just 1 of 6. Neither team has shot the three well consistently in these finals, both under 30% coming into Game 7.
That's good offense for the Celtics, though. Good offense. Rasheed Wallace, a knockdown shooter, getting a look.
Artest. Bynum. Another offensive rebound. Farmar kicks it out. Vujicic wide open. Rondo gets a running start. Farmar, smart play to pick up the foul as we listen to the coach's huddle.
We took too many hard, tough shots out here. Got to get better shots. You do that by making the ball move. The ball's got to move.
We're getting good shots. We got to get stops. Every loose ball we got to get and stay solid and keep pushing that rock. Keep pushing that rock.
Both Doc Rivers and Phil Jackson, one of the interesting parts of these finals is not a guarantee both will be back next year. Both have said there's a chance they won't return. Wallace misses. Jackson, it's more about his health. He says he'll know within a week after the season. Doc Rivers, it's more about spending more time with his kids and his family. And he says he'll make a decision soon after. Doesn't happen very often when the two coaches from the NBA Finals teams might not return. Nice pass, Bryant. At the soul. Took his time, got it to go.
Kobe Bryant can have double figures assists in this ball game if he wants to. Until the Celtics make an adjustment, he's got to make the right plays, and that's finding teammates.
Well, after that difficult first quarter, Lakers have outscored the Celtics 7-0 here in the first 3.5. Shot clock down to 5. Artest with the steal. Drives down, lays it in. Lakers will come back to tie it up on a 9-0 run. And the Staples Center crowd in an early frenzy. They're as loud as we've ever heard this arena the other night. Barnett trying to save it. Jack Nicholson did not try to pick up the charge, and it's Laker ball.
Barnett was in a code red going over there.
Oh, this crowd fired up.
Oh, you can't walk away like that.
Oh.
And then give the fake hustle of helping him up.
Very disappointing defense. Barnett is okay. Celtics still haven't scored yet here in the second quarter, and it's 4 minutes in. They missed their first 7 shots here in the period. Bryant looks up at the shot clock, finds Artest. Ball deflected out, and still Laker ball, 8 to shoot. Both teams playing what you would expect, tenacious defense. Bryant nearly falls, gets back up, one on the shot clock, puts it up. And he grazes the rim, Artest the rebound. That shot just grazed the rim. And another offensive rebound for the Lakers. They're getting pounded, the Celtics are on the boards. Another turnover. Farmar. Wallace got a piece of it and Pierce the rebound. Good transition defense there. Rondo, coast to coast, and backs it in.
And that was a great rebound by Pierce in traffic. They need more guys who are going to get traffic rebounds.
Well, it took the Celtics nearly 5 minutes to score their first points of the second. What a strange game to start. Down to 5. Bryant took a soul. Back out Artest. That's a 3. three-point shooting right now. The two teams have combined 2 for 14. Ray Allen, open three. He's been off. Hit that first one. But now 1 of 5 from downtown.
But that's the Celtics' best offense. Pushing the basketball. You get a quality look. A knockdown shooter just missing another jumper.
Gasol misses a jumper. Hey, look, though, Allen's doing a great job chasing his playing Kobe Bryant.
He is, and he's going to have to do both. He's going to have to make shots and defend.
As we approach the midway point of the second, 25-25. Defensive battle early. Rondo left wide open. Garnett. And a loose ball foul called on Farmar. And we'll have a timeout.
They need more transition opportunities. You get it by getting a stop and a rebound. Good rebound by Pierce. Great outlet pass by Pierce. And good decision by Rondo to attack the rim and don't stop until the first defender commits. Nice play by Rondo.
Thanks for watching ESPN on ABC, home of the NBA Finals.
In the movie Grown Ups, we have to play ball against our old rivals.
Now, you know the hottest new rivalry, like Cavs and Magic.
That's a tough team to stop.
When Orlando puts it inside and gives it to the big man, they're really hard to stop.
Celtics, Lakers, back in a bit.
Bigger than ever.
Right now it's 1-1, Lakers, Celtics, the new Lakers,
The
Celtics.
new Lakers, Celtics.
Oh, LeBron, Kobe.
I think that's a mutual respect club.
Those guys are going to be buddies. They're going to do a buddy comedy like Rush Hour.
Back of the Staples Center, midway through the second, 25-25. The best rivalry in NBA history. Certainly the two most successful teams. The Lakers so desperate to get that 16th move within one of the Celtics for #1 all time. Garnett. Makes his move, gets inside. Nice reverse.
And he's been so effective all series long after the first two games of facing Pau Gasol and making quick moves to either his left or his right going to the cup.
Fisher stripped. Still Laker ball.
If you're Pau Gasol, you got to make an adjustment. Stay close enough where you can contest. But this is bad defense. A direct line drive to the cup. Good offense by KG.
Inside Kobe Bryant. Can't get it to go. And another offensive rebound. Back to Artest. Holding fakes. And a foul on Artest. Well, one of the main reasons why the Lakers are getting so many offensive rebounds is because they had a lot of opportunities. They have missed 30 shots already. 11 for 41. 27%.
And down 2. That's unheard of.
Unbelievable.
If you're the Celtics and you lose this finals game, it will haunt you for a long time, thinking about how many second opportunities you've given up.
Allen gets inside the runner for Allen. That won't go. Bryant the rebound. Jeff, how much of this is terrific defense and how much of it is just guys unable to make shots? It's Garnett with a hard foul. That's going to be 3 on Garnett. How much of guys not making shots, maybe feeling a little finals pressure?
Well, I think you have to give credit to the great defense. I mean, it's great defense by both teams. But at the same token, they're missing some very makeable shots. What I like is both teams are forcing the lesser offensive players to take the shot. And the Celtics have kept it close, where if they can keep it close throughout the game, it's going to be more difficult for the guys like Artest to feel the confidence to knock it in.
Garnett will sit most likely for the remainder of the second as he picks up his 3rd foul.
And anytime Bryant gets the opportunity to play one-on-one, does a good job here, turning the corner, takes it to the body of Kevin Garnett as opposed to try to out-jump him, get to the foul line, and try to get some sort of rip.
Bryant missing the first one badly. Hits the second. They're 3 of 8 from the line. Meanwhile, the Celtics have only taken 2 free throws thus far. They only took 10 free throws the entire game in Game 6. Pierce, nice